Well, in case you haven't heard the big news today, congratulations to Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon, who gave birth to twins over the weekend. Also in the news, something about Osama bin Laden being dead. Any day that Osama bin Laden dies is a good day. Seeing that we helped arrange the meeting between him and Allah makes it an extra special sweet day. You might be conflicted, maybe not, over marching bands in the studio to celebrate and, confetti and cookies. But there is no question that a big thank you to our military is warranted. We must remember, however, that this is just one guy. Just one guy. A hugely important guy. But Osama bin Laden was more than just a guy. He was an idea. And that idea didn't die. Getting rid of one horrible mass murderer is not going to bring an end to the struggle, even if this is an actual photo from the scene. There he is, even if he's dead and looks like this. The reason why is the world is on fire, and it is on fire despite this huge victory. For example, Libya. When I found out the president was going to speak last night, I thought it was going to be about Libya and the mess we have made now with Russia and China. Here's what we do know that happened over the weekend. NATO launched 3 missiles into one of Gaddafi's compounds and blew it up. Celebrations erupted outside of the compound. There are reports now that the attack killed one of Gaddafi's sons and 3 grandchildren. Even though his son's funeral took place today, the rebels aren't buying this story. Now, to get revenge, Gaddafi's friends destroyed the British and Italian embassies in Libya. Seems like a good idea. Then the British authorities banned the Libyan ambassador from the country. And now Gaddafi is waging war on Italy because of its colonization attempts. Remember, this is a guy who has major amounts of cash. He is going to fund terror all around the world. And while Libya trades major international incidents with the rest of the world, our handling of the, what do they call it, the kinetic military operation in Libya is upsetting what we used to know as our allies, as tenuous as they might be now. Saudi Arabia was reportedly very upset with the specific targeting of Muammar Gaddafi because it sent the message to rebels that the only way to get real change is to kill the leaders of your country. This on the heels of the reported newly forming alliance between Saudi Arabia and the Chinese and the Russians, formed after Obama's bungling of the Egyptian revolution. Watch.
The Saudis are so unhappy with the Obama administration for the way it pushed out President Mubarak of Egypt that it sent high-level emissaries to China and Russia to tell those 2 countries that Saudi Arabia now is prepared to do more business with them.
There's nothing better than an important source, for our oil, essentially starting to date the Chinese and kiss the Russian government. What could possibly go wrong there? All of this plays into a Russian media report now that I read last night accusing the United States of actually lying about what we're doing in Libya. Whether it's true or not, this is what the Russians are now saying. Both Russian and Iranian media are asking whether or not the U.S. is headed for war with China. I hope not. This is fuel to churn up even more anti-U.S. sentiment than is already usually present in the area. Today, we are able to celebrate the pleasant surprise of Osama bin Laden's utter demise. But we must continue to keep our eye on the ball of tomorrow, where the problems in the Middle East aren't over. I fear they are just starting to heat up.